Hi, Caitlin. I figured this is the easiest way to answer your question. And I kind of miss teaching, so I'm going to do it this way. All right. So you said that you got the same answer as Archie. Okay. So let's talk about what Archie did and how it's incorrect. So when I look at this expression, 310 minus 20 divided by 2 times 5 plus 13, I have to decide what to do first. And so what I'm going to use is the order of operations. And so here is PEMDAS, and that's what people have been using to help them remember the order that they should do it in. So the first thing I'm going to do is P, parentheses. Well, there are no parentheses, so I'm not going to bother doing that. Then I go to E, that's exponents. There's no exponents there, so I can't do that. So now I have to go to this next section. Now, this is one of the reasons I'm not thrilled with PEMDAS, because people don't realize that it's MD, and this rule right here is left to right. So when I go from left to right, so here's the left side of the expression. As I go from left to right, I have to do the first one I see that is either multiplication or division. It's not multiplication first all the time, okay? Just because it's in the order of PEMDAS, it doesn't mean that M is always third. You could either do M or D, depending which comes first when you're going from left to right. So I should divide first, okay? But what Archie does is Archie actually multiplies first. I'm just taking a look at the problem. So what he does is he does this, but he shouldn't have. He should have divided first, because that's the first one that comes first when you're going from left to right. And so what he gets is 310 minus 20 divided by 10 plus 13. Okay, so he actually makes another mistake too. So what he does is he goes ahead and he says, okay, so I'm going to divide now, because that's MD, and I'm going to divide. Is that how he does it? And so, it should be 20. And so he does 20 divided by 10 is 2. And then he brings down 310 minus plus 13. And then he makes that same mistake. He decides that he's going to always do addition first and then subtraction last. But that's not true, because if you take a look, addition and subtraction have that left to right rule. So you have to start left to right. And so if you did that, you'd come upon the subtraction symbol first, and you'd have to subtract. But what he does is he thinks that addition always comes first. He adds these, and he goes 310 minus 15, and then he gets 295 as his answer. And that's incorrect. So that's what Archie did. So now to correct the mistake, and that's what they're asking you to do in the next problem, is now what you have to say is, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow PEMDAS. And there's no parentheses, no exponents. But now I'm going to look for multiplication and division. But I'm going to follow this special left to right rule. And I'm going to go from left to right. And division comes first. So I'm going to divide 20 divided by 2 first. And then when I simplify that, I'm going to go ahead and go, I'm going to subtract first, not add. And you're going to get a much different answer. Okay, so I hope that helps. And I hope you're doing well. And reach out and ask a question anytime. I really like teaching.